We have another NHL trade to discuss this evening. This one is a pretty big deal. We have Seth Jones on the move. There's been lots of speculation out of Chicago that he could be dealt. We knew he wanted to be. Now he's on his way to become a member of the Florida Panthers. We'll discuss the trade coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have another significant NHL trade today that makes 3 in the day in total, and this one might be the biggest one of all, with Blackhawks defenseman Seth Jones getting his wish and getting a trade out of Chicago. The trade breaks down here as follows. So the Blackhawks have traded Seth Jones along with a 2026 4th round pick to the Florida Panthers. Now, they are retaining about $2.5 million on the Jones contract for the remaining 5 years, which works out to be approximately 26% salary retention. So that is pretty significant. We knew that the likelihood of them trading Jones without retention was pretty slim. Likely wasn't going to happen. There's at least no chance he's going to a contender without the salary being lower. And well, here we are. Now, getting back to return, I think the Blackhawks did really well here. They're getting young goaltender Spencer Knight, who could be their goalie of the future. I mean, during his draft year, he was a high first-round pick. He was considered a very athletic goalie. Now, he's had some ups and downs. He's also got blocked from having any real shot, because they signed Bobrovsky not long after the draft. So, obviously he wasn't going to have a real legit shot there, but he has had some time up and down in the minors. He had some time away because of the personal issues that he was dealing with, the player assistance program and whatever. But he still has a bright future out of him. He's still really young. And they also get a 2026 first round pick. Now, it's a conditional pick. It could slide to 2027, but either way, they're getting a first round pick in either 26 or 27, and they're getting goaltender Spencer Knight. So I think Kyle Davidson and the Blackhawks did exceptionally well, considering they are trading, I don't know what to call it, but it's certainly not an asset that has great value. And Jones, there's no getting around it. He's had his fair share of struggles in Chicago. He's not been a $9 million defenseman, but at the same time, the team around him has not been good. I think he's probably lacking motivation. We'll see how he works out maybe in a smaller role with the Panthers. We know Florida definitely has been looking for a right shot defenseman. That's been not really a great secret. We've heard a number of right-handed D that they could be looking at, and some of them were bigger salaried, higher profile players like Jones. There was some brief talk about Erik Karlsson as well. But if you think about it too, there's a connection between Jones and the Panthers as well, because obviously Seth Jones spent a lot of time in Columbus, and that's where GM Bill Zito came from, of course, before he got the job in Florida. So a lot of familiarity there. I think Zito has seen Jones when he's been at his best, knows what he's fully capable of, and is willing to roll the dice and take a chance here to make this better. Now, I had mentioned before because there was, like I said, links to Jones to the Panthers before, back in the past week or so, when the details came out about Jones's request became more public. Panthers were one of the teams that were mentioned, and it was largely because of the Zito connection and the fact that they were looking for the type of player that he is. So you put it all together, and it kind of, made some sense there. And now the deal is done. But I do think another big factor here, and it's not going to be a short-term thing, it's going to be more something for the offseason, but considering that Jones is not a rental, I wonder what this means for Sam Bennett. Obviously, Sam Bennett's a pending unrestricted free agent, been a big part of the Panthers, had a good turnaround for Canada at the Four Nations. Certainly, a valuable piece there. Are they going to have a tough time signing him now? Could he be a cap casualty in Florida? Because he would be able to command a lot more money on the open market, and I think Florida is going to be able to offer him as much as Florida likes the player. It's going to be tough for them to go up around $7.5-8 million, something that he's going to get on the open market. Even though there is a state tax advantage, they'd have to be, a fair bit above that to make it worth its while. So I do think this impacts the future of Bennett, but we'll see. If not, they're going to have to make some other sacrifices to be able to bring Bennett back. But let me know your thoughts on this trade. Jones to the Panthers, the future of Bennett. Spencer Knight, will he become the future starting goaltender of the Blackhawks? Let me know your thoughts on all of this, the details of this move here in the comments. We'll discuss further. Of course, we'll see if there's any more deals tonight. This may be my last video for the day. We'll have to wait and see based on what other news is going around. So let me know in the comments. We'll talk further. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with all the news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.